Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. Dan, I'm glad to see you made it back off vacation. I was wondering if I was going to have to put out some feelers for a new co-host. So glad to hear you made it back.
Absolutely. I went to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I was afraid, might be getting left out at shore or whatnot, but nope, made it back.
Made it back. Yeah. I don't know why we chatted. Well, I do know why we chatted with Bernie Lubbers. I don't think we've released the show yet, but maybe last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I guess it was last week. And man, he has got me on this bottled and bond kick. I just can't get off of it. And sipping on Old Forester 1897 bottled and bond today. This thing is, it is so damn tasty. It's got like a lot of fruit on the nose, got a little bit of spice coming from that 100 proof. But man, this thing is just a perfect blend of kind of fruit and spice. Got a little bit of oaky background to it. It's really damn good. I'm going to enjoy drinking this while we talk about the weekend.
I'm drinking coffee today. Do you know why?
Let's see. Hold on. Did you get a phone call? Have you got a sponsorship?
No sponsorship. No. Because coffee is for closers, which is exactly what Bryson DeChambeau did at this last weekend.
Boy, did he. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The course wasn't nice to anybody. I think the low score for Sunday was 71, which is what Bryson shot. And I think there were 4 or 5 other guys that did that. But yeah, did he close, man? Holy, that guy looked good out there. 67, 71, 68, 71. So no joke as far as the course goes, and the challenges that they had. I'll tell you who surprised me was Lee Westwood. Where in the hell did Lee Westwood come from?
Westy. I think it was the race to Dubai that he won last year. That's where he came from.
I guess so.
I'm pretty freaking good at golf.
Yeah, he's and Bermuda, I would say, isn't one of his best putting surfaces, but yeah, got the fiance on the bag and looking good out there, man. So second, he's 61st at WGC, missed the cut at the RSM, 38 at the Masters. We don't need to go back that far, but yeah, I was really blown away by seeing Lee kind of, I don't want to say he came from nowhere, but fired a 69, 71, 65, and then 73. So hold on, let's go to, we'll talk a little bit more about Bryson in a second. So the 18th tee shot. So Bryson hits his tee shot, kind of it hangs out a little left on him, sand trap, and he was kind of, I guess, blocked out by the lip a little bit there, maybe. And then Westwood just hits a smoke show, and looks absolutely perfect, middle of the fairway. It didn't look like he was actually that far from Bryson, though, to be honest with you. So I don't know what he carries the ball, but Lee is not known for being a long driver of the ball, but it didn't look like he was too far. Yeah, but
he was in a divot, and it didn't look like it's far from Bryson. Yeah.
So that's what I want to talk about is this damn divot. Now, I don't think just based on what happened, right? I mean, he left it, kind of left of the hole, whatever. I don't think the divot really interfered with his shot, but it could have. And, that is one of those friggin' rules that I think they need to change that. I think if you hit it, because here's why I think you need to change it, is because technically speaking, a divot is a man-made, I'll call it a hazard, right? Or an impediment. And it's if he would have hit it near the TV tower, he would have got relief. If he would have hit it near the stands, he would have got relief. It's a man-made hazard, right? It's caused by a club. I don't know. I was doing some research, kind of looking around, and I guess the argument from the rule side is, well, there are different types of divots, I guess. I mean, okay, there's different types of divot, right? If you hit it with an iron and you take a big chunk of earth up out of there, then you've got a depression. But maybe you hit a fairway metal and you just kind of sweep the top of the grass and it leaves a little indentation. Like, what constitutes a divot versus not? I think that's just that's kind of nitpicky to me, man. I think they got to change that. I don't think it had any impact on him. Mentally did it. I don't know. He still hit the green, but yeah, I think that's a shitty rule, man. They need to fix that divot rule.
I agree. I think they need to fix it too. I mean, it was obviously in the middle of an iron divot, and it was like
Right.
it was like he's coming out of sand in a way, right? Now,
Right.
with that said, he hit a pretty freaking good shot considering he's coming out of a divot. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it negatively impacted him. Again, if it did, maybe it was it was a mental impairment. I don't think it physically changed anything from a ball standpoint because he hits it right in the middle of the green. So, I don't know that changes, but the point is it could have.
just keep like a little packet of ants in your pocket and just throw them in the ball.
Speaking of, yeah. Well, we won't go down that road, but I was yeah, just kidding. Don't get all in an uproar. So were you surprised by Bryce? I mean, I kind of liked it, right? I mean, he was definitely bombing it out. I mean, he was hitting it past everybody. 16, he didn't go for the green, but he was definitely sending it way the hell past everybody else. So I mean, great tournament, man. I got a feel for it on Saturday and Sunday. I did get a little hiking in though. I think we got close to like 18 miles or something in on over the weekend. So
nice.
Took the weekend off from a little G. So hopefully my game will be back when I get back out there this weekend. So we'll see.
I'm sure it won't. But with that said, no, Bryson, this is his 8th win on tour. He's got one major. So he is, I think he's like 26, 27 years old, somewhere around there, right? And I mean, for that age.
Did they already vote him into the Hall of Fame?
Well, I mean, I think the Hall of Fame, you have to have like 2 majors and 10 wins or something like that. He's already like closing in on that. I mean, he might be Hall of Fame material by the end of this year,
He very well could be.
Yeah. And to have that kind of pedigree, and to tell you what, dude, I wasn't kidding about the coffee thing. That dude is a closer. And you put it earlier today when we were talking online. You said he's a stone cold killer, and he is, because when he's leading on Sunday, watch out. You better go beat him. I'm not going to pick on anybody here, but I'll just reference, like 2 weeks ago when we were watching Finau and Homa, and Homa missed a 2-foot putt or 3-foot putt to close it out. Right. Yeah. This guy drains, what is it, like, it was an 8 or 10-foot putt to close this thing out. He is just a killer, man. I mean, and you look at what he did at the U.S. Open, Rocket Mortgage. He is just, when he's in the lead going into Sunday, you've got to go out and you got to take it from him. And very few people do that. So everybody's hyped it up about, Bryson, how long he hits the ball. I think Lee Westwood actually beat him tee to green this tournament. The putter is what won Bryson in this tournament.
Yeah, so funny you mentioned that. We'll get to our DraftKings portion in a minute, but so I was taking a look at ownership and cost. So Bryson, he was 15% owned, $11,000 and 107 points. Lee Westwood was less than 1% owned, $7,200 and 103 points. So that's a hell of a delta right there for a 4-point swing, which probably didn't make a difference in relation, being that he was less than 1% owned. But yeah, that guy was he looked good out there. It'll be interesting to see what he's going to do in Ponte Vedra this week, given it's a shorter course. It's really good, man. I enjoyed watching it. It's like, I think the cameraman was, or camera people, camera persons, I think they were a little distracted though by somebody, because it's like, wait a minute, hold on, get the camera over here. Bryson's going to win. And it's like, wait, we'll be there in a second. Spieth's tying his shoe.
I think we just need to call it Speed Cam.
Holy shit. They cannot get enough. I mean,
they're making up for lost time.
Well, either that or they're like, hey, we don't know how much longer he's going to be playing on the weekends. Get all the TV time you can with this guy. Yeah. But you know what? But hats off to him. I mean, again, he had a pretty solid tournament. Just trying to see, what did he finish? 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
And he shot a 75 on Sunday, which, again, everybody else had crappy rounds on Sunday too, but 6 under for the tournament. So good to see Spieth kind of back, looks like the wheels are back on the bus, man. First time playing at Bay Hill. So, looking forward to that. Not only am I looking forward to it, everybody in golf's looking forward to it. And if you're not, well, tough shit, because you're going to be watching. If he's playing, you're going to be watching the Jordan Spieth show. That is for sure.
Yeah, the flat stick killed him on Sunday. So on round 4, he lost like 2 shots on putting. So yeah, off the tee still gained a shot, so that's good. And then tee to green, he was 2.4 shots gained. So I mean, overall, he did pretty good. Just couldn't get the flat stick going.
Yeah. And speaking of couldn't get the flat stick going, what did he? Where did our boy Slick Rick come in at? I think he what did he come in like dead last?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I find him in here? Yeah. So actually, so shoot 76-70 just to make the cut. 11 over, dead. Yeah, 72, shoots 76, 77 over the weekend. But I mean, let's be honest, he probably forgot what it's like to play 4 days in a row. So hey, I don't know. But here we're back to Ponte Vedra, and boy, he loves some of that sawgrass. So
does this Rory stat scare you from Sunday? 2.52 shots lost off the tee.
Well, I mean, he is known for being a driver of the golf ball. Where's he? 60. Yeah, he opens with a 66, 71, 72, 76. So just consistently worse. You know what? There's just no fire in the dude, man. I mean, it's like he's out there and he's playing and he's, competing. He finished 10th. So, I mean, even when he's out there and it looks like he's like, just a ho-hum day on the golf course. Let me go get my round in. Still finishing 10th. I mean, hey, I can't knock it, but
yeah.
And by the way, boy, did my picks suck. Oh, good Lord. I actually did win some money. I did not win any money with my primary lineup, but thank God I had a couple of the lineups out there. Whew.
Well, I made money in my lineup that I did on the show last week. The only guy that didn't make it was the Canadian I picked, Hadwin, and I should have went with Corey Connors, and I should have just taken Pepper's advice and gone with Corey Connors. Man, he's the best Canadian out there. I'm just kidding. He's not the best Canadian out there, but he had a great week last week, so I should have taken Connors for sure.
Third place, 8 under. Yeah, solid game.
He's been playing really well. He's been playing really well lately. So, yep. Well, take us over to Florida, over to Jacksonville area, buddy.
Yeah, so old stomping grounds for me, but heading to Ponte Vedra to TPC Sawgrass. It's a Pete Dye course. So, by the way, guess who's coming on the show this week?
Oh, PB.
Yeah, we may have a little a PB episode coming up in the near future, so we're excited for that. But so Sawgrass, about 7,200 yards. It's a par 72. We do have some reachable par 4s here. And obviously it's famous for the 17th Island Green. Water comes into play on 17 holes here. So, this is going to be, let's see, past champions. Well, I had it a minute ago. So let's see, Rory won in 2019. Webb Simpson.
Oh, Webb loves this place, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely he does. Let's see, Webb Simpson, Jason Day in 16. I didn't skip 17 intentionally. Siwoo Kim in 17. So we did not play. We are. And
then you can't leave him out. Maybe you want to wait to 16. Might as well go to 15.
The golden boy himself, the golden Ricky Fowler. God, I was trying to give the guy a little break from all this airtime that he's getting. Okay, I was trying to give him a break. He'll be strapping up for the Players Championship, the fifth major, if you will.
Mhm.
And so, this is going to be one of those courses where lots of water. I mean, if you can just get out of there without dunking one, you got a good chance to win the tournament. Let's see who's not going to be. Well, hold on before we get into that. So it's not necessarily a long hitters course here. Again, it'll be interesting to see how Bryson's going to take on some of these drivable par fours. So that's, I don't know, is it going to help him or hurt him? I don't know. He played pretty smart at API. I mean, he didn't, even though he could potentially, on was number 6, drive it, right? I mean, he didn't really take any unnecessary chances. So, I think the guy's kind of grounded in where he's at and what's happening. So I would expect the same coming into the Players Championship. So let's see, what else do we need to know about the course?
Very small greens. The average green size is 5,500 square feet. Very small. Fairways widths are 30 yards. Again, pretty narrow, right? So yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean that's
a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's going to be the challenge, right? So let's see. Last year, okay, we're coming up on the anniversary, about the COVID anniversary.
Mhm.
So this is where they were in 2020. I think they got day 1 in, and Friday morning they said, pack your bags and get out of here. So
Yeah.
I guess unofficially, you've got Hideki Matsuyama was the asterisk champion in 2020 because he was the leader on finishing up day 1. So let's see. Yep, small greens. So kind of what's going to be key here, obviously ball striking and approach. If you can get on the green, it's, you're definitely in a better spot. Isn't that with any golf course though? I mean, it's like any golf course, if you hit the fairway and the green, you're in a better position. So whatever. But, a lot of what might get you here is if you're missing greens, they're going to be relying on their short game to knock it stiff.
Knock it stiff.
Let's see. All right, man. Let's get into this thing. The information that we'll be talking about today is courtesy of fantasynational.com. Thank you very much, Fantasy National. Hey, I'm looking at the last 36 rounds, TPC Sawgrass.
36 rounds, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
All right. So, stacked field. I would say this week again. The Players Championship, otherwise known as the 5th major. Brooks Koepka conveniently hurt his other knee, so he didn't have to. He didn't have to make the trip. He can stay home and rest for the weekend. I think that's. I'm going to go ahead and call it that is a convenience injury, and he's resting up for the Masters. Resting up for the Masters.
Now, the Players is the most competitive field in the PGA Tour, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Used to be. Well, Bryson's not there I'm sorry. Brooks isn't there this week. So, hey, if the best aren't there, how can it be the most competitive?
Well, maybe his softball team made it to the playoffs.
Exactly. I'm sure they did. All right. So who we got? We got DJ, John Rahm, Rory, Xander, and we don't have Brooks Koepka in the $10,000 plus range. Do you have any of those guys in your lineup, Dan? I
don't this week. No. I mean, if I was going to pick a couple of these guys, I mean, I like the way DJ's playing. Rahm's been sneaky good, and I say sneaky for Rahm because usually he's like first or second, but he's been playing really well. I like Rory, and I say Rory's been showing signs of improvement. But he just didn't sound that great coming off of last week with his confidence in his game. Xander, what's Xander been up to lately? We haven't seen him on the top of the leaderboard, have we?
Yeah, I think he finished just 3rd in everything he enters.
No, he was 39th in Mexico, 15th at the Genesis. Yeah, he did good at the waste management and farmers, but last couple of times he was a little bit back at the pack, if you will. I mean, if I was going to pick one of these guys at the top, I mean, DJ's the top of this game, right? I mean, he's the one to beat right now. He's got the belt right now, right?
Oh yeah, and so for DJ, you got T5s, T17, T12, T28, T69. I mean, I'd say he kind of owns this golf course. So I mean, I don't know how you would argue against him. I mean, if you're going to go 10-6, 10-9, I mean, Is he going to be heavily played? Probably. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not at 11-2. But I mean, as you kind of get deeper in the field, I mean, you got a lot of options. Even in the $7,000, even in the $6,000 range, you got some strong performers that play well at this course. So.
Yeah. So, and Rory is the reigning champion here from 2019. So he won then. He missed the cut in 18. And after that, it was T35, T12, T8. So he loves this place. I expect him to play really well this week. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
And Xander missed the cut in 19 and T2 and 18. So obviously he likes it. He hasn't played here much, but I would say he's probably going to have a good week as well. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So what's that?
I don't have anybody in the $10,000 range.
Yeah, I don't either. All right, so let's hit the $9,000 range. You got JT, Bryson, Webb, Collin. We'll read them as we get there. We want to talk about a few of these people. So I got to go to $9,400. You probably got somebody at 95, right?
I do. Let me say JT's cheap here at $9,900, and I know he hasn't been playing great, but he's got good course history. He got T35, T11, T75, T3, T24. So he had one really bad one in 17. The rest of them have been pretty darn good. He's cheap here. He just hasn't been playing that well. He had I think the grandparent passed away. He had the problem with the sponsor and all that, but that's a discount. Bryson, I think these prices came out before the end of yesterday.
They had to have.
Yeah, so he's cheap here as well at $9,700. I expect him to play well here this week too. I know everybody says he's a bomber, but he's a data geek that's gained weight, and I think he'll play well here. He got T20 and T37, 19 and 18. But I started mine with the Weber at $9,500. He's got a T16 he won it a T16 and then a T66 all the way back in 2015. So in the last 3 years, the worst he's played here is T16. If we look at his recent history, he was 6th at the Workday, 42nd at Waste Management, 4th at the Sony, 17th Century Tournament Champions, 37th at the RSM, 10th at the Masters. I mean, he's just playing great golf. And I'd probably say sneaky good because we're not hearing a whole lot about him. You're hearing more about Rory and more about Bryson than you are about Webb. Look at the stats here. Last 36 rounds, TPC Sawgrass, Webb Simpson, shots gained total 9th, tee to green on 33rd, short game 2nd, off the tee 13th, around the green 9th, putting 13th, or putting 11th, and then DK points 13th. So yeah, he's my guy. Love that guy here.
Yep. I mean, course history says it all for me. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I do have him in a lineup. I don't have him in this one, but I do have the ball striking machine that is otherwise known as Collin Morikawa, just coming off of a win at the Workday. If that guy putts anywhere near like what he did at the Workday, I'll be talking a little bit more about him at the end of the show. So that's I guess the one, if there's a negative, he's never, he hasn't played a tournament here before, so there's no course history. He hadn't played at concessions either, so there you go.
Yeah, that's a good pick. It's a good pick. Exactly. Hadn't played a concession either. Just the way that dude's hitting the ball. I mean, if the putter is rolling for him, we're good to go, man. I'll say this $9,000 range to me is stacked, man. I mean, we just went through like the $10,000 range with DJ, Rahm, Rory, Xander, and Brooks, but you got JT, DeChambeau, Simpson, Morikawa, Hovland, Cantlay, Finau, Reed, Scheffler. I mean, stops at Reed, but holy cow, I think these guys are undervalued this week. I mean, Morikawa just won. Hovland's been on fire. I'm surprised they're not priced more this week. I thought they'd be closer to 10,000. Yeah. And I'm thinking about like the guy I'm getting ready to pick here. I got $8,800. I got Daniel Berger. Course history, it hasn't been great. It's in 2016 it was T9, T65, T57, T67. So he doesn't play great here. But then again, he didn't turn on the AA game until the restart last year when he's been on fire, right? And if we look at recent history in terms of the tour, 35th at the WCG Workday, 1st at the AT&T Pebble, 67th at the Waste, wasn't good. Then he 7th at the Sony, 10th at Century, 23rd at Mayakoba, 17th at Zozo. So he's been playing lights out golf. We know that, He just won at Pebble a couple of weeks ago. For a guy that just won at Pebble, I know it wasn't that strong of a field, but to be priced at $8,800, nah, I don't know. I think that's a deal. I'm taking that.
Yeah, so I've got Patrick Cantlay also, and what's he, $9,200 in DraftKings. So he did miss the cut here last year, and he withdrew 2 weeks ago. I guess he was sick. I didn't see that it was COVID or that it was or it wasn't COVID, but and previous to that, he had I think he had back-to-back top 25s for T23, T22, but again missed the cut in 2019. So I think so Cantlay is second behind DJ in strokes gained from a second behind DJ in strokes gained on past 36 holes on die golf courses. So, I'm hoping people kind of lay off of him coming off of that, the withdrawal at the workday. And I don't know, maybe we'll get something out of him. He's played here 4 times. So I don't know, maybe ball striking is spot on. Once again, I'm kind of looking at him like I'm looking at Morikawa, right? Ball striking is going to be there if the putter gets hot for him. At that 2 potential winners right there.
Cantlay has been on fire since the new season. If you look at it, he won Zozo, 17th Masters, 13th Tournament of Champions, 2nd the Amex, 3rd AT&T Pro-Am, 15th Genesis. Like, holy cow, this guy's like a top 10 every week, and he might be a top 3 every week. It's just been insane. Yeah, that guy's awesome. Yep, playing great golf.
Yep. So Finau? Hey, but wouldn't be surprised. Finau's playing some great golf right now. Patrick Reed's another one. I don't have him in my lineup here. I couldn't afford him at that point, but I like Patrick Reed here. I mean, he just took a week off. So took the weekend off, right? I mean, what happened the last time he did that?
I was going to correct you.
It took the weekend off, but the last time that happened, he won the golf tournament. So, hey, I don't know. I mean, it's, call me crazy, but Patrick Reed is going to be in the lineup. And I think, Pat, that's probably a good outright bet too. I think he's like at 40 to 1. So it may have changed, but yeah, I think Reed looks good here.
Yep. My next guy is at 8,600.
Well, all right. So I got, Hey, bought your tickets, did you? I'll save you a seat. So I've got Hideki Matsuyama at $8,700. So
wow.
Again, he was leading the tournament last year when it got called due to COVID. Prior to that, you got T18, T15, miscut, and a T42. But Hideki, he likes this place, man. I think Hideki's coming back with a little bit of a vengeance. He's ranked 8th in DraftKings points, 31st in putting. Short game is 52nd, but total strokes gained, he's ranked 5th. So he plays well here, likes the course, good course history. I'm looking for Hideki to repeat what he was getting ready to do in 2020.
Nice. Here comes my recent form pick.
All aboard! All aboard to Spieth Island.
Because I'll tell you, here's your tournament history. This is the scary part, everybody. This is the scary part. All right. So 2015, cut. 2016, cut. 2017, cut. 2018, T41. 2019, cut. Definitely not good course history here. But look at recent history. Waste Management 4th, AT&T Pebble 3rd, Genesis 15th, Arnold Palmer 4th. I'm telling you, I think this guy could potentially win this week, even though he has terrible history.
I do too. Hey, everybody get on the Spieth train because he's coming through, man. Oh, yeah. It's like make sure if you do not want to watch Jordan Spieth play golf, do not turn your TV onto the Golf Channel this weekend because that is all you're going to see.
All you're going to see. They're making up for lost time.
Exactly.
I just love the recent form, man. The guy can't fall out of top 5. It just seems like, so yeah.
Let's see who else we got here.
He loving that Florida.
Oh yeah, that Florida swing's treating him right. Hatton? Hatton kind of scared me. I think I had him in my lineup by my primary, and boy, he saved his ass to make the cut. That's for sure. He had me nervous. I think luckily, I don't know. Do you get a prize if none of your players make the weekend?
You should.
You damn sure should. Let's see. So Hatton, what's it? T21, T20. Oh no, sorry, that's Arnold Palmer. He was T21, T22 in Mexico. What is his finish? Oh yeah, so Hatton's another one. So cut T41. So not very favorable. However, at $8,500, cheap as shit. And I can't believe that some of these guys are the prices that they are.
Yeah,
I like Paul Casey here.
Paul Casey's been playing really well. Yeah,
recent form. He missed he missed the cut in 2019, but then you got a T22 and T23. So, that's another solid one. Sungjae Im's only had one showing here. He did not make the cut. Let's see who else. Well, you probably, I already know. I can read. I'm reading your mind over here, man. I know. Let's throw another shrimp on the bobby.
No, $8,100, buddy. Your guy. I can't believe you don't have him in your lineup.
God, would I like to have him in my lineup? I can't afford him.
I know. But tournament history here. Let's go from 20.
Outstanding.
It's outstanding. It's 2015. We'll go 2015 to 2019. So T38, T12, T6, T11, T12. The guy loves a T12 around here, And then recent form, 51st at the Workday, 38th at Genesis, 10th at the Farmers, 41st at Sony Open, 21st at Century Champion. So, good recent form. He hasn't been great recent form, but the course, he just loves this place. So I expect him to play really well and to kind of get his game going here, kind of like he did with the Genesis last year.
Yeah. What year did he win? So he actually won this tournament. He won the Players Champion.
Not in the last 5 years, but
no, not in the last 5. No, for sure. I think it was 2007, maybe. A long time ago.
2004.
2004.
Is that right?
I thought it was 7. That's irrelevant. So damn long ago, you can't even find it. Let's see.
2004.
So, yeah. All right. So Adam's got gotta want him. I might have to change my lineup. I want him in there so bad. He is number 1 in strokes gained total, 4th in DraftKings points here. Yeah, that's hard not to go with that guy. I'm down the list, man. I'm in the 7,000s for my next guy. Jason Day.
I got 7,900. You go first, Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's not my lineup, but I'm Jason Day. He plays really well here. And what's J-Day been doing as of? Well, so you got T8, T5, T60. He won it in 2016. So he definitely good course history here. And J-Day, T31, T18, and T7. So as long as you don't have any medical exemptions or WDs, right? J-Day should be showing up here. So
I took $7,900. I got old Tommy. Tommy Fleetwood, 12 rounds.
Golf Jesus, eh?
Oh yeah, 12 rounds here at the Sawgrass. Shots gained total, 8th in this field, 5th tee to green, 13th ball striking, 17th short game, 5th off the tee, 12th around the green, 43rd putting, and 10th in DK points. His last couple starts, he was 10th last week, 44th at the Workday, 26th in Saudi, 17th at Dubai Desert Classic, Abu Dhabi, he was 7th, RSM 37th, Masters 19th. So, again, not the kind of Tommy we saw last Florida the swing, but he's showing signs of life. I think the way he plays here. What was his course history here? Do you have it up? I think I got it here. Tommy Fleetwood, T5 in 19, T7 in 18, T41 in 17. So, yeah, he likes this course.
Yep. So my next guy is Joaquin Neiman, 28th in the Workday, 43rd in the Genesis, 2nd in the Sony. We're working off recent form here. He has not played Let me take that. Hold on. I may have. Yeah, he hasn't played here before. $7,700. Totally going off recent form for this guy. I like where he's at as a golfer. I like it at $7,700, and I think there's. So I was I was a little bit torn. Do I go? Well, let me tell you who I wasn't going with is the Sauce Man. Damn, did that dude hose me? My one and done, didn't make the cut. Good Lord. But hey, watch him bounce back this weekend and win the damn tournament. Wouldn't surprise me. But so I was a little torn between Horschel, Neiman, and Kokrak. I mean, this is pretty much Horschel's home course, and he's playing well. But I'm going to take, but I think he's going to be heavily played. So I think the same goes for Kokrak, and Kokrak doesn't really look the best here from his stats. Mm-hmm. And where's Kokrak at? So T47, T46, and then cuts the rest of the way. One withdrawal and then 2 cuts. So didn't feel a lot for him on this one. So just again, kind of going for the guy that hasn't seen the course before. So we'll see what Neiman does, man. Recent form, hey, I mean, it's there. So
I went all the way down to $6,900 with Keegan Bradley from the next pick, my last pick. Recent form, API last week 10th, Genesis 60th, Waste Management 22nd. So showing some good signs of life here in February. And then if you look at his tournament history, he's got 19, he was T16, 18, T7, then T60th, T35, and a cut. So last 2 times he's played here, he's been in the top 15, 16 or whatnot. So I think he likes the course. And I'm seeing him inch his way up to the top of that leaderboard lately, kind of like we did with Homa before Homa won,
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. All right, I got 2 guys left. So the dude that just loves this course ranks number 1 in DraftKings points, number 1 in approach, number 6th in total strokes gained. The Spaniard, Sergio Garcia.
Nice pick.
Loves this golf course. He is a champion. Since then, obviously, we know he's won. He's won a major. But yeah, Sergio at 7,500. You got a T22, 70, T30, T52, T2. And obviously we've got a victory in there as well. So I'm all in on Sergio. I think that is going to be fantastic. My next guy, just here's the thing. So he's been a little shaky. But I shouldn't say shaky. He's kind of been a little hot and cold. But Abe Ancer, man, just a ball striking machine. And, it's going to be one of those courses where distance isn't going to get you everything that you need. It's going to be ball striking. So T12 here in 2019. And so we only got 1 round to work off of. But, where did I lost it? Oh, yeah. So 19th in DraftKings points. 29th off the tee, 30th in approach, 17th in total strokes gained. I had the 7,500. Felt like I wanted to spend it. Harris English, I don't think he has a very good course record here. I was just looking at the other people. We're $7,500. Leishman doesn't have a good course record here. Harris English, 2019 cut, 2018 cut, 2017 cut, 2016 cut, 2015 cut.
Oh boy.
So let's just say that Harris, he books his return flight for Friday evening.
Yeah.
Who else kind of sticks out in this thing for you? I mean, anybody? Lee Westwood is.
I was going to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, $7,200. I do have him in a secondary lineup for sure. He's we got a T65 in 17, and then we got a cut in 2015. But I mean, from what I saw last week,
it was done before last week. So yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Cam Davis.
I'd be wary of Justin Rose. He had some back issues last week. I don't think he'll play well this week.
Yeah, I'm surprised to even see his name still in there. I'm surprised he didn't already send him the WD.
Hey, Corey Connors, man, $7,400. I mean,
Yeah.
You're trying to fill something out around there. I would take him over. I'd take him over Fowler right now. What do you think about Sam Burns?
Well, I don't think much about him after last week. I can tell you that. He damn sure burned me. You know what? I mean, I say that, but I mean, that was the course. I mean, I think this is a course that he can kind of turn things around. I think it sets up well for him. I'll tell you, I'm playing in a secondary lineup is Christian Buzendinhout.
Yeah.
I definitely murdered that one. But so this South African dude has got 5 top 25 finishes in his last 7 starts. And he was 7th at the Arnold Palmer. So, I think that's a solid play. Who else is kind of a standout here for us? Just looking in that. We didn't talk about Bucky Fowler. Yeah. Let's see. Russell Henley maybe here. Carlos Ortiz, his numbers do not look good here. Let's see. Matt Kuchar. I think Matt Kuchar is a champion here. He's at $7,200. Pretty good. Siwoo Kim, $7,200 past champion. Like, really? That's kind of surprising to me. Let's see.
All right, let's get over to one and done. Who you got for your one and done?
God, I don't even want to pick it. I'm torn like an old sweater.
I made up some ground last week on the one and done. So Fitzy got me $195,000, and your guy got you $152. Yeah,
152. Well, that's better. That's better than what I thought. I thought it was going to be 0. Get myself a Coke and a cheeseburger with that. Actually, I'll just get a shot of bourbon. Let's see. Who are we going to pick this week? So I'm torn, right? Is it going to be Morikawa or is it going to be Cantlay? And so my question is, have I used Cantlay yet? I don't think I have.
No.
Yeah, he's my guy. I'm going Cantlay.
Cantlay. Okay. That's a good pick.
Cantlay is, I think we got good things coming. I need that putter to get hot. Ball striking, no concerns whatsoever. Just steer clear of the water, man. Steer clear of the water.
All right, I'm going to Ancer.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
He's I've got him in my lineup. So I mean, Ancer's one of those guys that's like I said earlier, he's kind of hot and cold. I mean, the ball striking's always there. But I wouldn't be surprised, man. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see him come in second place to Cantlay.
You know what? I'll take that out of that. I will take that every day of the week, man. If I can get Ancer in second place and that on a one and done, I'm happy. I'm really happy. But no, I mean, he's been playing great. He's 18th at WGC, missed Genesis. That's a tough course. 5th at the Amex. I think 13th at the Masters. This thing reminds me of like the RBC kind of heritage in a way, where you gotta be accurate, right? So. Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's going to be like PGA West. It's going to be like RBC. It's going to be Heritage. It's going to be our Harbor Town. It's exactly what it's going to set up like. So, yeah. Looking forward to a better week this week than last. Holy shit! Did I get a beating last week? Golly, surprised I haven't received any hate mail from that.
Yeah. What we got coming up on the pod this week, Cal?
Let's see. So we got Bob Grissett coming on, PGA instructor down in South Florida.
That is right after this. That's coming up in this episode. Yep.
Coming up next. And really, it's a really, really good conversation with Bob. Kind of talking about, so Bob wrote a couple of books talking about the his fundamentals of golf. Dan actually applied some of those, and he's hitting the ball like shit. So,
no, I was flushing the ball afterwards, flushing it.
Oh yeah, he's really been bragging about how that net's been treating him. So
it's been great.
It should be good. I don't know who else is coming up.
I think we got Haranik probably coming up this week. Yep.
So the Negroni, the king of Negronis himself, will be coming up. So that's going to be a good one. As I mentioned at the top of the show, we've going to have a fun conversation tomorrow with PB Dye. Would it be fun? We'll get to talk a little about Sawgrass too. So
yeah.
And easy, Dixie. And Dixie got excited about that one.
Exactly.
Let's see. I don't know what else.
We'll choose Friday later on in the week. We don't have to choose it right now because we might be recording something between now and then we want to put out. But definitely got Bob. We got Haranik, and then we'll see about Friday. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. So. Yeah, we got a lot of fun things planned here, So.
Oh, and we our barrel pick drop, by the way. So I should have those in. I should have them by the end of this week or the first of next week. So if you're interested in a bottle, you can DM us at Birdies_Bourbon on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Dan's phone number is 919. Let's see. Yeah. So, but yeah, in all seriousness, if you're interested in a bottle, DM us, let us know. We'll kind of give you the details on how that happens. If you're not following us on Facebook, if you're only listening to this and you want to actually see what we look like, I'm sure you do want to do that. So head over to YouTube and you can check us out. Hey, like us, follow us, and stay tuned. So some good things coming up on the show. We got some good things coming up outside of the show. Looking forward to springtime is here, getting out, traveling a little bit. May try to get up to Sweetens Cove over the next couple of weeks. So that should be fun. And, by the way, the Dyad was just this previous weekend at Tobacco Road.
Oh, yeah.
So, Madamski did, he made the drawing or raffle for that. So I'll be interested to hear how he did. I didn't see any bragging come out. So I got a feeling he didn't win it. But, we'll
That's
see.
all right. Hope you had a good time.
Yeah, it looked like, I saw them on Instagram. They were kind of posting as they were going along. So it looks like they had a great time. But so everybody, stick around, listen to Bob Grisette, and he's got some great tips on there for you. You can try at home, and drink more bourbon. Cheers.
Cheers.